Welcome to my happy place. These are the cutest little bird baths you've ever seen for bees and hummingbirds. That's why they're small. I am going to water my garden while we talk about relationships and conflict and how to avoid ending up in escalated arguments where we flood each other and it doesn't end up healthy and we don't get things resolved. Now, I do this as a couple therapist who's been doing this for over 20 years and worked with tons of couples and seen tons of different issues. So welcome. So we all want to be heard. The issue starts when you're trying to be heard in a way you're preparing what you're going to say instead of listening to your partner, right? So you're thinking about the next thing you're going to say and getting defensive. And as we get defensive and figure about what we need our partner to receive, we're not listening to them. We're not hearing what they need to say, and then we both do it and it goes nowhere. So when escalation happens in relationships, it's 50-50, okay? Even if you feel like you're the one who tends to stay calm, there's a dynamic between the two of you where you may not mean to, you may have the best intentions, but you're escalating your partner. And you may be doing that just by being really calm, okay? It depends on what your partner needs. So I'd say it's always 50-50, and it's figuring out sometimes your piece may just be being calm or something you think is a good thing. So flooding, another way to say flooding is an overwhelm button. We get overwhelmed. And once you get overwhelmed, your brain can't take in anything else. And the thing about once you can't take anything else, you can't hear what somebody else is saying. You can't perceive somebody else's feelings and hold empathy. So once we're in a flooded state, once that nervous system is up to here, we need to stop, we need to regroup, because nothing good is going to come out of both of us being up here. Even if you're the kind of person who's quiet when your central nervous system is activated, you're still activated and things won't go well. What I want somebody to do when they feel flooded is walk away. Right? That's what you need. The problem in couple dynamics is sometimes your partner really doesn't want you to walk away, right? They want to work it out. And the reason people want to do that is because when they keep talking it out and fighting it out even, their central nervous system regulates because it's getting worked out, which is fine. But if you're one of those people that when you're flooded, you need time away, you have incompatible needs. And that's when you got to compromise. So get away, it may be an hour instead of 3 days. That's what compromise looks like. So it's like, but you've also got to come back. If you need space, if you need time, and your partner wants to talk about it, you've got to come back and talk about it. You can't just say you're going to do it and not do it. So expressing a feeling is an I statement, okay? It's about how I feel, how I'm experiencing something. When you're accusing someone of saying, you're saying, I think you do this, you always do this. Okay? So what you want to do is flip it around, bring it back to you. It also softens it, means that your partner is going to be less offended and better able to receive it. And what that means is, I feel sad when you talk to me like that. It triggers me and it hurts me for days. I think your partner is going to hear that a lot more than, you always criticize me. And a big one is anger. So when we talk about anger, I am angry with you because what I feel what you did was insensitive and didn't consider that this is a trigger for me. This is a situation that's hard for me, and you did it because it needed to me. It had a need for you, and I feel like I got lost in that. When we've been in a relationship a long time, if the dynamic has become somewhat problematic and you're fighting a lot, you can get in these protest defend patterns. And what that means is you just want to connect and you don't know how, you're just trying to connect. So you do it in ways that aren't the healthiest, okay? So if I want to connect with you and I have no idea how, all we do is fight, I may come into the room and yell at you. When what I'm really trying to do is just have any connection with you, and I've lost the ability to connect with you in a healthy way. That's a really common one. Because when you come in and yell at your partner, it's not going to connect you. It's going to shut them down and further disconnect you. But we feel like we have no control over it. That's what we mean by the protest. You're just trying to connect. And if you just feel lost in it, know that we're here, because you're going to need us to reshape those dynamics into something healthier. I hope you find this garden as pretty as I do. I have a rose bush beside me I love that's about to explode soon. It'll be like a purple pink when it does. It's one of our favorite things. So thanks for coming. I hope you learned a lot about relationships and maybe how to start showing up differently for your partner. And we are here, we do couples therapy, we also work with families, people who are in poly relationships, so we can really offer individualized care.